one step further. When you're in a position of leadership or supervision, when you don't follow the rules, and I'll just throw it up here, okay, let's go back to the speed limit. If you drive 60 in a 55 zone, and people are looking at you and you're in a position of leadership, you know what the speed limit now is, according to everybody? It's 60. You've set the bar there. If you can do it, they can do it. So now the speed limit is vicariously up here because you changed it as a leader. So now not only do we have a responsibility to ourselves and our own integrity, but we're setting the bar of performance within our own organization. So now we have that burden of being the role model for other people to look at. Question for you. Do you think that driving 60 in a 55 zone is inherently dangerous? For most part, I think we'd say that's probably okay. Most of us can handle that. But here's the scenario I'd like to paint for you. Now you're driving 60 in a 55 zone and it's nighttime. Now it's 60 in a 55 zone and it's night and it's raining. Now you're driving 60 in a 55, it's night, raining, and one of your headlights doesn't work. Now you see where I'm going with this. All of a sudden you're in a situation where you're driving and you're only speeding a little bit, and you know that's an exponential component of your ability to stop. And now all of a sudden you tap the brake when somebody pulls out in front of you, and you no longer have the reaction time or the performance of the vehicle to be able to stop. In other words, it's one component in a chain of events that all of a sudden can lead us to being in a square corner. So is it inherently dangerous to drive 60 in a 55? That in itself, probably not. As a safety guy, I shouldn't say that. But we have to realize we don't have control of all the other circumstances that are involved. At some time, some point, we can end up with all these things lining up, and suddenly the difference between 60 and 55 is our ability to stop or not, to avoid a mishap. So we have that burden now of doing the right thing, setting that right bar of performance so that when people watch us, observe us, they know that we walk the walk.